Hello everybody, we are just in time so I can show you something. We are standing right now in the middle of the ocean. As you see, there is nothing there, but right now perhaps you can see it here just before me. The waves are getting uneasy, and they are getting uneasy, and there's so much going on because in a few moments actually an island will appear here. The tide is changing, and with the tide here in wonderful Thailand, islands are popping out of the ocean, and I think that this is actually amazing. I hope you can hear me because of all the waves that are happening here, and I ran out here to show you this, not only because it is something that is beautiful, and not only because one of the dogs is actually following me. It is something that has to do with your artistic future. I get very often the question from people who are seeking the answer to what do I have to do, what do I have to discover for a better artistic future. And the answer to this is perhaps will surprise you, because I don't think actually that you have to find something or you have to discover something. Actually, everything that you are needing for a better artistic future is already in you. You have, how to put it in a most dramatic way, because right now we are in the ocean and the waves are coming and the island is up here, so let's make it a little bit dramatic. What is the spark of genius that already has been granted to you, and it is just waiting to appear, like this island is appearing out of nothing? For you best artistic future, actually the spark of your genius will also appear, and it is appearing through the change of circumstances. Right now, because of the movement of the earth and the moon, we are not living on a flat earth, so there are actually planets moving. The tide is changing, and the tide is making right now an island up here. And in the same way, you can think about it, what has to happen in your life, in your progress, so your spark of genius can appear. Because right now you have made some experiences in life, there's so much going on, so your spark of your genius that will unlock your best artistic future is actually covered under the ocean, and there are so many waves just moving around, so it is not obvious where the spark of genius is. Right now you can see perhaps behind me a little bit of the sand is already appearing, and it can appear because things are changing. And in the same way, you can think about how things have to change, that you spark of genius, you work in your own artistic zone where you are best at your flow, will come and to the surface. So they have to be a chance to be seen. And this can actually only happen when you are thinking about it. What are the things that must change in what I am doing in my life and in your artistic procedure that will make you artistic spark of genius actually appear. There are things that you can learn about art that will actually help that this special gift that was granted to you has the chance to come up in the open. And there are so many things that you can actually provide to that will enforce your artistic empowerment. And perhaps there are some habits, perhaps there are some routines that you can actually change, and this change of these habits and routines are also changing your surrounding, and with this surrounding it is much more possible, and you have a higher chance that your greatness can come to the surface, that it can be shown, that it will surface more often your artistic work. Perhaps there are some things about your surrounding, like your artistic network. How can you change the people you are working with, for, or whatever, so it is making it more often possible that you get a glimpse of your artistic greatness? And how can you change perhaps your recreation, so you are not always distracted and overwhelmed with the things that are going on, like the waves moving here and then making this whole place a little bit confusing? What can you do to calm the water so the waves are not sweeping over your small island of greatness that is appearing? And with time you are developing more and more ideas that are helping you to let your greatness appear. It is not something that you should seek perhaps, or you will find, or you will add it to your life. It is more about make it possible that something that is great in you can come up to the surface. Perhaps the change in private life, more people that are encouraging you to be more yourself, to be more authentic in your art. This can also be a clue. And things of course like the skills and the qualities that you should develop. Perhaps you are already admiring an artist that has a similar kind of artistic genius, and you are feeling a connection between you and this artist actually, and there's a connection, and you know, when you would shift your life a little bit more to the qualities this artist was having, it will help you to let your own greatness emerge. And with time you can narrow down everything that is happening to the few things that are necessary to make all the distractions, all the waves that are swirling around, that are covering your greatness, go away. And then with time, like this small island I'm standing on, it will with time appear. It is a very individual process, of course, and every artist is different, but nevertheless you perhaps already have a feeling what you can avoid in your life, in your artistic process, in your artistic expression, that is actually not very helpful, that is actually covering your greatness, that is just waiting inside you. And perhaps when you think about it, what is the price when you will not try to let your greatness appear? When you are looking down the line 3 or 4 years, when you stay in this distracted and in this stage where your greatness is covered, actually the best thing you can hope for is perhaps mediocrity in your art. But the thing that will make you special, the thing that is outstanding, is just waiting for you, and it is your duty in a way to take the time to rethink it and to find it, to think about what is bringing it forward, and to stick to the things that are bringing it forward. So it is important as an artist not to get distracted, and most of all never to forget what is making you as an artist special. The spark of genius is already in you, and it is important to study other artists, to look what other artists are doing, but nevertheless you shouldn't spend time to live and to create someone else's art, and to take the time and give yourself the chance to discover your very own artistic genius. I know it is a great word, but is it really? When you are thinking about it, you have already left their normality by becoming a creative person or an artist, so you can go all the way in to actually discover what was given to you. It is just an experiment, a try, and all it takes is to take some time, sit down, write about it or draw about it, and let it appear with time, like this island around me is right now appearing. I'm very glad that I could share this moment with you, because it is such a fantastic feeling when you are standing on something that is not quite there yet, and it will appear. This is a feeling also that I very like when I'm working together with students or with my clients. You know that there is greatness inside it, inside him or her, and it is just waiting to come to the surface and to be magnificent. And I hope you are finding these ideas also very interesting, and I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, see you soon. Bye bye.